Hello bookish friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. And for today's video, I am very excited to come at you with a TBR video. Let me see if I can put this down for you guys because I feel like it's a bit too high. There we are, sorry about that. Anyways, I wanted to come on here to film another TBR video for you guys. I mentioned in my September TBR video, which I'll leave up above or down below, I mentioned that I'm participating in 2 readathons. One of them is Series September, which is what we're going to be talking about today. And the second video that I'm going to be filming this weekend is my TBR pile for Camp Seasonathon, sorry, not Camp Seasonathon, Seasonathon Academy, which started on the 1st and it goes through the whole month of September. Also with today's video, it is going to be, like I mentioned, our Series September. So this is hosted by Kristia over at Books and Jams. She does this every single year, and this year she came up with a little bingo board. Mine is crappy, so don't really look at mine. If I can, I'll try and put a picture of the bingo board right here. I took a screenshot of it, so sorry about the face that Kristia makes. So here's the bingo board. I'm going to put it up here. So like I said, this is happening throughout the whole month of September, from the 1st through the 30th. And again, it's hosted by Kristia over at Books and Jams. I love it when she hosts readathons. And so there's a bingo board. So there's 9 challenges, and of course there's a free space as well, and that free space can be like anything you want. Did I put my book up for that? I don't know if I did or not. Oops. Anyways, there's, for the bingo board challenges, it's going to be based off of genres this year. Or you can do like historical fiction, read a book that's been on your TBR shelf the longest, stuff like that. I'm going to do it the genre style type of readathon because I really want to try and read like a whole bunch of different genres this month. And I'm already reading one of my books, which is amazing because there's 9 books here that I have to talk to you about. So the first square on the bingo board is mystery. You can read a mystery or maybe read a book that scares you because of the size of it or something like that. Second square is historical fiction. Third square is fantasy/sci-fi. So for this one, I did pick one book for each of those genre. I picked one for fantasy and then one for sci-fi as well. And the fourth space is contemporary. You can read a contemporary book, or you can read a book that involves love, or even just set in the real world. Oh my gosh, my words. And then there's this free space, so basically that can be read any book that you want. And then next is romance. So this is different from contemporary, obviously, because I feel like contemporary doesn't have a whole lot of love stuff in it, but romance really do. Next is horror. I can never say that word. Oh my gosh. And then the second to final challenge is to read a middle grade, which is amazing because I love reading middle grade. And last challenge is to read a thriller, or you can read a book that scares you or that you know you're not going to love or something like that. I hope that makes sense. If not, I'll leave Krista's video down below in the description. So for mystery, I don't know if this is actually a mystery. I would say it is because I know it has like puzzles and all that, so I definitely will count it as a mystery for myself. And this is one of my most anticipated reads, and although we're supposed to be kind of focusing on like continuing series or even wrapping up series, this is a first book of a spin-off series to a series I'm already caught up on. Count how many times I say series or TBR. But this one I'm excited for. I am on hold for the audiobook, so I may not do the audiobook. I may just physically read this one, and that is The Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the first book in the spin-off series of the Inheritance game, and I absolutely loved it. As you can see spoiler alert for my September wrap-up, I read the Brother Hathorns this year finally, and absolutely loved it, so I can't wait to talk about that in my wrap-up. I'm hoping this will be my September wrap-up. I think now that I'm talking about it on camera, I might as well physically read this, because I know this has super short chapters, just like the Brother Hathorns did. And I got this at Barnes & Noble the day it came out, so I'm excited to get around to reading this one finally. And this one just came out in the month of July. The next challenge is to read a historical fiction. And for me, it was quite funny. I was like, I don't think I have any historical fiction series that I'm in the middle of. But I looked on Goodreads, and this one says this is a historical fiction and fantasy, but it's had historical fiction on it first. And so I'm going to pick back up, or I'm going to pick up for the first time, Fracture Path by J.C. Cervantes. This is the third installment of the Mirror series. I completely forgot what the series was about, to be honest. I think we followed different characters in each of the books, so it's really hard to tell you what it's about. But this is set in San Francisco, California, 1965, and it says the 1960s are bursting with music and movement and love in San Francisco, perfect for a budding artist like Blake. Unfortunately, the art world is not welcoming to people of her gender or her multiracial heritage, making it tough to land an internship that could put her on the map. That, plus the fact that Blake's family has been notoriously riddled with bad luck, makes her feels like she can't catch a break. Sounds intriguing. I love J.C. Cervantes' writing. She's an auto-buy author for me, and I almost got to meet her this year, but she canceled last minute for her book tour. So I hope you feel better, Jen, and I can't wait to meet you again in person soon. And this is a series that my friend Taylor and I need to finish, so maybe when I FaceTime with her later tonight, I will mention this to her, and maybe we can pick this one back up, because we read The Mirror, or no, we read The Broken Wish together, and then we both loved it. We loved it enough to continue on to book 2, which is Shatter Midnight. So now we just need to read book 3 and 4. And I don't own book 4, but I know book 4 is out. I completely forgot what it was called, but yeah, I don't have book 4, but hopefully this fall I will get around to reading book 4. So yeah, very excited to read book 3, and I might have to do a reread of book 1 and 2. Who knows? Next is to read a fantasy or sci-fi, and again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I decided to do 2 books, or 1 book for each of the genre. And for me, for fantasy, I'm already reading this one. I'm hoping to finish this up by Sunday, and that is Reckless by Lauren Roberts. I'm really loving this one so far. I'm 150 pages into it, so I'm not too far, but I am far at the same time. I can't say too much about this one because it is a sequel, but just know I am loving this one a lot more than I did with book 1, which is exciting because I was hoping that would happen. So yeah, I literally have that much left to read, and I think I can do that this weekend. We shall see. Yes, also, as I'm filming this video, it's National Read a Book Day, so happy National Read a Book Day. And what a perfect day to spend with Reckless by Lauren Roberts. I don't really need to say too much about this because this is another popular new release that came out this year. It's the second book of the trilogy. Book 3 comes out in 2025, so I will have a long wait for book 3. And then for my sci-fi pick, I thought, what a better way to finally pick up Cataclysm by Lydia Kang. This is the next installment of the High Republic. I honestly lost count of what book this is, but I know this is like the next Star Wars book that I need to read for the High Republic series. The way that I am behind on the series, and I own most of the books too, so I think if this video will help me motivate me to pick up all the Star Wars books this month, that will be amazing. They keep releasing new ones, especially because like we're almost done with phase 3, which is the third and final phase of the universe, and I'm kind of sad and bittersweet about it. So hopefully I love this one. I know this is everyone's favorite book in the fandom, so I'm excited to see why that is, and honestly I just can't wait. I will be listening to the audiobook for this one because I already have it in my Audible account. For next book is to read a contemporary, and for me, I had the perfect series that I wanted to continue on, and this is another series that my friend Taylor and I might better read this month. We haven't decided yet, but both of the books, Fractured Path and this one, both of them are under 300 pages, so we might do both books, and that is Be With Me by Jessica Consolo. This is technically like book 1 of the duology that Jessica has, but it's also like book 4 of the She's With Me universe. I never thought I would love this series, to be honest, because you guys know I've been kind of straying away from romances lately, which is weird because when I first started out, I would read nothing but romances and young adult contemporary. So when I picked the series up, this is like the only series I physically read all the books of, and again, I'm gonna be physically reading this one with my friend Taylor, and we're gonna be better reading this as well, so I'm so excited for that. And I know book 5, Still With Me, Stay With Me, is that what it's called? I'm trying to see where it's at on my bookshelf. I think it's Stay With Me, right? I don't know. I know I have book 5, so wherever that is on my bookshelf, I'm sorry. But I can't wait to read book 4, and hopefully I love this one because all 3 books of the original trilogy were 5-star reads. The series has morally great characters, it has a love triangle, it has a thriller aspect in here as well, so that's really fun. So yeah, I can't wait to dive back into this one, and hopefully I can get my review of this one into my NetGalley score, because your boy and his NetGalley score is kind of low. Sorry, NetGalley. Next one is my free space, and for me, I decided to pick up one of my anticipated reads, but I forgot to put it in my stack. So I'm hoping to get to Children of Anguish and Anarchy by Tomi Adeyemi. My goodness, my words. Sorry for butchering it. Children of Anguish and Anarchy by Tomi Adeyemi. This is the 3rd and final book of this trilogy. We finally have this one, and I'm so excited, but also so scared to say goodbye to this trilogy because I loved book 1 and 2. They were both 5-star reads for me. I bought book 1 myself, and then my brother bought me book 2, so I have like fond memories with the series. And then I pre-ordered this one because this one has stunning stenciled edges. I also believe I put this in my June book haul, so I'll leave my June book haul up above or down below. But yes, this is one of my most anticipated reads for the summertime, and I just haven't got around to reading it yet, but hopefully this video and this fall I'll get around to wrapping up this trilogy, and I really do hope this is a 5-star read, because if not, I'm gonna be so sad. After the free space, we have romance. So for romance, I decided to pick an adult romance because obviously that fits the bill. And so I also want to continue on with this series that I have on my list, and that is By the Book by Jasmine Guillory. This is an adult romance that is book 2 of this retelling from Disney Books. It's book 2 of the Meant to Be series. Book 1 was a Cinderella retelling. This one is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I really don't want to know too much about it, but I just know I wanted to read it this summer. I started it this summer, but I never finished it. Like, let's see, I have a bookmark in here. How far am I? Oh, I'm literally 2 chapters in, so I'm not that far. Let me let my dog out and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. And as soon as I turn off that video, my camera is at 2 bars. So I'm going to film this last half very quickly. After romance, there is horror. And for me, I am going to pick As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. This is the 3rd and final book of the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. Love books 1 and 2. Read book 2 this summer, so I'm excited to dive back into this universe and also hopefully complete the series as well. And then for middle grade, oh, I think I also put Icon and Inferno as my free pick as well. So if I don't get to Children of Anguish and Anarchy, I can get to Icons and Inferno. Sorry, I was a bit confused at myself. Next challenge is middle grade. My goodness. And so I'm picking back up Amari and the Great Games by B.B. Allison. I started this one last year in the fall time, and I just never got around to finishing it. I have like my pink sticky note in there, if you can see it. Let's see how far I'm in this one. I'm on chapter 5, so I read the first 5 chapters, which is not bad. I will have to restart this one, sadly, but good news is book 3 is finally out, so I might be getting it this month. Maybe, we shall see. But I might be getting to buying it this month. My goodness, my words. So yeah, book 3 is one of my most anticipated reads for the month of August, and it's finally out, so hopefully I'll get around to restarting this one and then continuing on with the series. And last but not least, the last genre is to read a thriller, and I'm going to pick up another Jennifer Lynn Barnes book, and that is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the first of a 4-book series. All I know is I know I'm going to love her writing, and I can't wait to dive into this. I know my friend Dana over at Dana Ella here on BookTube, she absolutely devoured all 4 of these books, so I'm excited to see if I will do the same as well. And there you have it. Those are all the books that I'm hoping to read for Series September. Have you read any of these books? Are any of these books on your radar? Let me know down below in the comments, and I will talk to you guys down in the comments below. Since we talked about Jennifer Lynn Barnes books a lot, let's leave a puzzle emoji down below. Leave a puzzle emoji down below if you made it all the way through this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, everybody I talked about will be down below. And if you have not hit that subscribe button yet, please do so. Turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And hit the like button because that always helps me out. And I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. Bye!